Hi everyone, long time no see, and welcome back to English with Yubin. If you haven't noticed, I cut my hair during the winter holidays, and I also went to Korea, so it was really nice to have a little break over the Christmas holidays. And we actually had a white Christmas, so you know that song, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas? We actually had a white Christmas, so that was great. But yeah, we are finally back. I think it may have been quite a few weeks since I last uploaded, so apologies for that. But my New Year's resolution, I don't know if you guys have made any, but my New Year's resolution is to be consistent this time round with uploading. So yeah, I will keep to a schedule. I even made like a planner and wrote the dates that I'm filming, editing, and then uploading. So hopefully I can stick to it. But yeah, for today's video, it's the long-awaited breakdown of the video I did just before this one, which is what I did over the weekend. So I'm not going to go through the whole entire video, but I've picked out a few words and a few phrases that I think might be useful for you. And then we're going to get to the main content of today's video, and that's going to be doing a few phrasal verbs. So yeah, let's get started. Alrighty then. So in this section of the video, we'll do a breakdown of the conversation first, and then we'll move on to some of the phrasal verbs. Sound good? I nearly dropped my phone. Okay, the first phrase that we're going to look at is I pushed it back to 11. And in this scenario, I think I was meant to meet my friends for brunch at 10 or 10:30, but as usual, I woke up late. So I asked if we could push it back to 11 because otherwise I was going to be an hour late. So yeah, that's what we're asking. We're asking, can we meet at a later time because A, you can't make it, or B, you're going to be late. So you can say, can we push it back to 11 or a later time or a different date? So we'll repeat it twice. Can we push it back to 11 or 12 or Friday or Saturday? And one more. Can we push it back to date or time? Or you can say, I pushed it back to 11 if you're telling someone about a story like I was telling you guys. So yeah, you can use this phrase in a situation where you need to change the date or you need to change the time because you can't make it maybe, or maybe you woke up late like me, so you have to meet at a later time so that you're not late anymore. But yeah, that's what you can say if you want to change the date or the time that you're meeting up. And secondly, we have I'm not going to be able to make it, or you can shorten it and make it sound more casual by saying I'm not going to make it. And we'll repeat this twice, as always, slowly, and then say it again real-time speed. So I'm not going to be able to make it. One more time. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'm not going to be able to make it. Or the more casual version, if you're talking with friends or family, you can say, I'm not gonna make it. So we'll say that twice. I'm not gonna make it. One more. I'm not gonna make it. And like I said in a previous video, you can say gonna as in Gonna instead of got to make it sound a bit more casual and a bit more everyday if you're talking with friends and family. So yeah, if you want to keep it casual and everyday, you can say I'm not gonna make it. Or if you want to sound a bit more formal, you can say I'm not going to be able to make it. Or you could even say I'm not going to be able to make it, but all of it means the same thing. It means you can no longer go, or something came up, or like me, you woke up late, or maybe you just don't feel like going out. So yeah, you can just say, sorry guys, I'm not gonna make it. And next we have I lugged it back. So we'll say it twice, say it real time, and then I'll explain. So repeat after me. I lugged it back. One more time. I lugged it back. I lugged it back home. So if you're talking about something really heavy that you had to drag home, you can say I lugged it home. So I think in this example, I went grocery shopping and I think I might have bought quite a lot of chestnuts and also persimmons because it was chestnut season and persimmon season at the time. So there's a farmer's market about 10 minutes or 15 minutes from our house, and you can't really take the bus because it's a 15-minute walk. So yeah, I think I bought 2 grocery shopping bags full of chestnuts and persimmon, and I lugged it back home. It was quite heavy, but I'm a strong girl, so yeah, that's when you use the phrase I lugged it back. Next one, we have Jampacked, and I don't know if you watched one of the first videos that I put out. I think I had a crammed box or something was crammed into a box, but Jampacked and crammed basically mean the same thing. It means it's just overflowing and packed full. So if you have, I don't know, a suitcase that you're packing, like me, our whole family, we pack our suitcases, and by the end they're just jam-packed full of stuff. So yeah, repeat after me. Jam-packed. One more time. Jam-packed. So yeah, like for example, when we came back from Korea, we had 4 23-kilo bags and 3 carry-ons and then backpacks. So yeah, our suitcases were jam-packed, full of clothes, full of food, full of snacks. Yeah, it was a great time shopping, but not such a great time packing our suitcases because we had to try and portion out the weight so that it was each 23 kilos. So that was not fun. But yeah, that's when you use jam-packed, when you're packing everything super tightly so that there's no space left in whatever you're packing. Next one we have is keep your eyes peeled. So we'll say it twice. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Another way of saying this is keep an eye out or keep a lookout. So it just basically means be on alert, make sure you're looking for. So for example, keep your eyes peeled for the next video, keep your eyes peeled for the Christmas decorations, even though it's past Christmas season, but anyway, keep an eye out for a sale, a big sale that's coming to you, or keep an eye out for a tour or concerts. So it just means make sure you're on alert, make sure you're checking so you know what's happening around you. Almost there. Second to last one, we have I had an early night. 2 times. I had an early night. I had an early night. So instead of saying I went to sleep early last night or I went to bed early last night, you can say I had an early night. So for example, me, I flew back from Korea on Thursday and we got home at 11 or 12 p.m. I mean p.m. 11 p.m. or midnight. So I went to bed straight away because I had work the next day, meaning I was quite jet lagged on the Friday and it's the Monday after, so we've only had a weekend. But yeah, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I had a very early night each day because I was so tired, trying to adjust from the jet lag, and I am happy to report that my jet lag is now gone. So yeah, I just had to have a very early night on the weekend, and we are back to normal. So yeah, you can say, I had an early night. Last one, we have pluck up the courage. So we'll say it twice. Pluck up the courage. One more. Pluck up the courage. Real time, pluck up the courage. Another thing you could say is man up, but in this day and age, I think man up is no longer used. So we'll stick with pluck up the courage. And pluck up the courage basically means you try to do something that might scare you or you don't really want to do. In which case you can say, I plucked up the courage to go on a roller coaster because I'm scared of heights, but I thought it would be a good experience. So I plucked up the courage, even though it would scare me. I still tried to do it, and I ended up doing it. So yeah, pluck up the courage to eat alone. I did that for the first time in Korea. It was very frightening. Wouldn't do it again, but I plucked up the courage, ate alone. Pluck up the courage to learn something new this new year. Pluck up the courage to go do something you haven't done before. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, just doing something that you haven't done before, so it might scare you. You can say, pluck up the courage. I've said that way too many times now, so hopefully you got it. But yeah, we will now move on to the phrasal verbs that I also said in that conversation. Righty-ho, we are going to do 5 phrasal verbs that I mentioned in the conversation, the same video, so you can rewatch that conversation and pick up these 5 phrasal verbs. I'm not going to go over all of the phrasal verbs that I used. I just picked out 5 that I thought were useful in your everyday conversations, and then as we progress through this channel, I will add more. But yeah, for the first 5, I picked ones that you can use on a daily basis. So let's get started. The first one, you will have heard me say this a lot, which is meet up. So I meet up with my friends, I meet up with my family. You will have heard me say this so many times in so many different conversations, but it is really one of those phrases you use a lot in your daily conversations. So you can say, I meet up with my friends to go to brunch, to go to the movies. I met up with my family over Christmas. We had a white Christmas. And I met up with my family friends in Korea and we had a Christmas dinner together. So yeah, you can say I meet up with, it's always followed by with. So you say I meet up with a person or your family, whoever you're meeting. Or you could even say let's meet up to your friends or your family. So repeat after me. I met up, past tense, I met up with my friends over the weekend to get some brunch. If you haven't realized, I go to brunch with my friends quite a lot, which is why it's the only example I can think of when I say I meet up with my friends. But yeah, it's true. I go to brunch quite a lot. So yeah, that's why I always use it as an example. But anyway, I met up with my family or my friends. One more time. I met up with, and in real time, I met up with. And you can also say, let's meet up 2 times. Let's meet up. One more. Let's meet up. Let's meet up. So you can say this if you want to go out, hang out with your family, your crew. You can say, let's meet up. And finally, you can say, I'm meeting up with my friends later. I'm meeting up with my friend Gabby later. One more time. I'm meeting up with whoever. I'm meeting up with my friend Gabby for shopping. We're going shopping. So I'm meeting up with Gabby later to go shopping. The next one is catch up. So I probably have a catch up with my group of friends maybe once a month. I mean, I do meet up with them individually within that month, but because it's a group, it's quite difficult to meet up more than once a month. So yeah, individually, yes, more than a month. Not more than a month, sorry. We meet up more times in the month, like more than once, but as a group, we probably only get together once a month. Is that bad? I don't know. But before we have a catch up, we don't update each other on our lives until our next group meetup. So we can just spew and spill all the tea, all the gossip, everything that's been happening in our lives. And we just do a massive update when we have a catch up. So I don't know, that's what we do. So I don't know about you, but yeah, that's how we do a catch up. You can also say, let's catch up. It works the same way as let's meet up. But yeah, repeat after me. Catch up. Catch up. Or let's have a catch up. Or again, let's catch up. So yeah, that's basically when you update people on your life. You meet up with them. You can say let's catch up instead of let's meet up. Third one, again, this is all meeting people. Let's hang out. So we'll say it twice. Hang out. Hang out. Let's hang out. You can say this all as let's hang out, let's meet up, let's catch up. They all mean the same thing. All three of them mean you're meeting up with people. So for example, I hang out with the same group of people. My friendship circle is very small, so I can probably count how many people I hang out with. So if I'm not hanging out with my family, it's one of, I think, under 10 people. So yeah, I have a small group of, a small inner circle, I would say. So those are the people that I hang out with. Who do you hang out with? Second to last one. I wish I could do this every day, but I can't because I am now a working woman. But it is the phrase a lion. We'll say it twice and then we'll go through. A lie in. A lie in. I wish I could have a lion every morning. So this one's pretty self-explanatory, but basically if you have a lion, it means you get out of bed late in the morning. So you have a little cuddle, you have a little snuggle in bed, and maybe you read, maybe you go on your phone. But yeah, you do not leave the bed if you have a lion. So for example, ideally on the weekends, if Bonnie doesn't wake me up, I would have a lion until 11, 11:30. That would be what I deem a good lion, because I would probably get up at 8:30, 9, and then an hour or two in bed just cuddling Bonnie. That's what I would deem a good lion. So yeah, what about you? Do you like having a lion on the weekends, not waking up at 7? Yeah. I, for one, am a huge, massive fan of having lions. If I could have a lion every morning, I would. But that's just me. What about you? Do you like having a lion? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And the last phrasal verb and the last thing for today's video, we have the phrase snatch up. 2 times. Snatch up. Snatch up. So, for example, I snatched up a really good pair of boots that were on sale over the weekend. That is a lie, but it's an example. You could also say, I snatched up the last biscuit that was on the plate before my sister could grab it because I was hungry. That is also a lie, but I can imagine myself doing that, so it's more realistic. But yeah, it basically means you're grabbing something really quickly because maybe it was on sale, a good price, a good deal, or maybe it was like food, the last thing that was on the plate. Maybe it was a sandwich, any food, basically. The last thing that was left, you snatched it up. So yeah, that's how you use the phrasal verb snatch up. But you can also just say, I grabbed the pair of boots that were on sale. You can also say, I grabbed the last biscuit that was on the plate. But it's just another way of saying it. Yeah, I snatched it up. Well, everyone, that is all for today's video. Hopefully you found it somewhat useful, and also hopefully it was a little bit slightly enjoyable. Making learning fun is not easy, but yeah, hopefully you found it fun and also useful, informative. But yeah, and I will be back again next Wednesday. I've decided to make Wednesdays my uploading days. If I had my planners, I would show you. Yes, planners, plural. I have a daily planner, a weekly planner, and also a monthly planner. If you can't tell, one of my New Year's resolutions is to be more organized this year. So yeah, hopefully we will stick to the weekly Wednesday uploading. Yeah, because another one of my New Year's resolutions is to be more consistent with uploading. So yeah, I will be uploading a week. What? I will be uploading a video a week. So yeah, please keep me accountable. But yeah, I will see you guys all again next Wednesday. Was there anything? Oh, I forgot to say, I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year. Did you guys do anything fun over Christmas? Could be Christmas Day, could be the Christmas holidays. Have you made any New Year's resolutions? You've already heard a few of mine. So yeah, let me know. I am genuinely curious. So yeah, apart from that, thank you for watching and listening, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye! Peace.